Numerous prior bull runs in the cryptocurrency market were fueled by Bitcoin. A common investment choice for many is cryptocurrency due to its limited supply and rising mainstream popularity. Bitcoin's rising trajectory has also been aided by the recent surge in institutional interest in the currency. In this video, we'll discuss Plan B's most recent analysis of a Bitcoin chart, which is considered to be the industry standard. The financial markets have been a part of Plan B's career for more than 20 years as an institutional investor. In contrast to his initial stock-to-flow model, he presents a new graphic that depicts the stages of the Bitcoin market. Due to its simplicity, usefulness, and intuitiveness, Plan B claims that this new chart is his favorite after the stock-to-flow. It is built on a straightforward if-then rule with one on-chain variable as the basis. Not like how the stock will do, it's not a prediction or evaluation, but rather a recognition of the market stage or phase. It is merely a detection because there may be some volatility at all phases. He asserted that, similar to how seasons change, the market moves in cycles and constantly experiences bull and down markets. An important factor influencing the market's fluctuations is investor psychology. Fear, greed, and submission are all possible. It's essential to understand your stage since, according to psychology, your emotions may differ from what the market is stating. This is particularly relevant when a bull market finishes. Even though you might be in a FOMO frame of mind, the market may be telling you something different. So having a reliable gauge of the market's development is useful.
Realized price is an on-chain indicator, as you know. I love it because there's no model, really. It's pure data. Some people misunderstand this chart and think it's the stock-to-flow model because it has those steps in there. But it isn't. It's pure data, and it's derived from on-chain data. So it's more like a moving average. You can determine the cost price of all the Bitcoins that were ever bought when they were last bought. You take the price. And you can also, that's a black line, by the way. You can also take shorter time windows. Instead of all the Bitcoins, you take only the Bitcoins of the last 2 years, for example, and then look when they were bought, at what prices, and you weigh an average, and that's the dark blue line. You can make of course, the time window shorter, like 5 months. I do exactly the same thing. Look at the average cost price weighted by all the UTXOs of that month, and that's the light blue line. Well, what you see here is that in this chart, the bottom of the bear market, the Bitcoin price is below all the realized prices. Same here in 2015, 2018-19, 2022. The red dots, the Bitcoin price is below all those realized prices. Then the next bull market starts if the Bitcoin price starts rising above the realized price first, then the short-term holder, 5 months realized price, and then in the end, also above the 2-year realized price. And you see that very well here.
Based on Plan B, market development occurs in 4 stages. Early bull market is the initial stage, followed by late bull market, early bear market, early bull market, and finally, jump bear market. Since a new cycle is beginning, I believe we are currently in the early stages of a bull market. The renowned stock flow chart, which he designed, is another topic he discusses. The classic stock flow chart gauges scarcity and is directly related to the 21 million supply cap, because there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins, which is far less than the number of millionaires in the world. For instance, there will be a fourth halved in 2024, for a total of 4 dwelling halvings every 4 years, which is the cause of this scarcity. This Dr. Flow model is all about housings, how much scarcity they add to Bitcoin, and how much market value can be anticipated to rise with those housings. According to Plan B, the stock-to-flow model has historically been reliable in predicting changes in the price of Bitcoin, and is likely to do so going forward. The model predicts that the price of Bitcoin will rise dramatically over the next 5 years, hitting $100,000 by the end of 2023, and maybe even greater levels in the years to come. Unexpectedly, Plan B is not the only one who makes this prediction. A similar prediction was recently made by John Doe, an established crypto analyst who has been causing a stir with his forecasts for years. Goes by the name of John Doe. The crash of Luna was the most recent event for which John Doe made a prediction, and he did so some weeks beforehand. His exact forecast garnered media attention and established him as a reliable analyst in the cryptocurrency industry. The crypto market is now poised for another bull run, according to John Doe's prediction. He thinks Bitcoin and RenQ finance will be the driving forces behind this bull run. John Doe predicts that in 2023, Bitcoin will continue to rise and hit new highs. He thinks the next bull run will be fueled by Bitcoin's continuous development and expanding general acceptance. According to his forecast, by the end of 2023, the cryptocurrency might reach a value of $100,000. However, Plan B has also acknowledged that there may be some difficulties with the stock-to-flow model, such as modifications to the Bitcoin mining environment and the potential for regulatory interference in the cryptocurrency market. However, Plan B feels that the stock-to-flow model offers a valuable framework for comprehending the price dynamics of Bitcoin, and is likely to continue to be a crucial tool for Bitcoin investors and analysts in the future. In addition, he discusses the housings and how the stock-to-flow model is impacted. The block reward provided to Bitcoin miners for processing transactions is halved every 210,000 blocks that the network mines, or roughly every 4 years. The rate at which new Bitcoins released into circulation are reduced by half as a result of this event, which is why it is known as a halving. Plan B states that because the stock-to-flow doesn't change significantly in the intervals between the halvings, things could get a little dull. There is a slight wiggle in the line because there aren't always 10 minutes between blocks. Occasionally, you have to wait for an hour, but the housing market is what primarily affects the chart. The stock-to-flow ratio increased from 2 to 4 to 4 to 8 before the first official halving in 2012, which was also preceded by another unofficial halve. This demonstrates that there are certain unauthorized holidays observed prior to the declared halvings. When you insert the stock-to-flow ratio into this formula, which was first published in 2019, you are given the value of 1 Bitcoin. The stock-to-flow chart is a valuation model that assumes that when the stock-to-flow ratio rises, Bitcoin's value will also rise. In essence, the Bitcoin market swings through cycles, and it's important to know which stage you're in to avoid getting misled by emotions in psychology. It has proven quite accurate in projecting Bitcoin's market value even during periods of extreme volatility. Plan B states that the traditional stock-to-flow chart currently in use gauges the market's age based on a straightforward on-chain variable, while the new chart under development estimates the market's age and market value. It's great to have unbiased indicators to rely on when investing in Bitcoin, and both charts are valuable in their own ways. Other Bitcoin-related news includes claims that Steve Jobs is Satoshi Nakamoto, the enigmatic creator of the cryptocurrency, and Apple is hiding a Bitcoin manifesto. Technologist Andy Bio claimed in a blog post from April 5 that he unintentionally found a copy of Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper on his Mac computer. This information sparked wild internet rumors that Steve Jobs, a co-founder of Apple, was the mysterious creator of the world's largest cryptocurrency. Today, while attempting to repair my printer, I learned that every copy of Mac OS and Mojave, released in 2018, came with a PDF of Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper, according to FIO. Twitter users were motivated by his message to submit screenshots of the identical Mac manifesto that they had saved. Insider also tried out Bayo's recommendations and discovered the 2008 published white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system on the most recent Mac OS. In it, the author outlines the structure for the underlying technologies that fuel Bitcoin and permit transactions, without the use of a third-party middleman, such as a bank or financial institution. There is constantly new information emerging about Bitcoin, especially as usage of the cryptocurrency has occasionally increased to the maximum levels, especially in light of the bank crisis. In recent days, there have also been more rumors of new highs, and many are anxiously awaiting what will transpire by the conclusion of Q1. By the end of the month, how much do you believe Bitcoin will cost? Comment below with your responses to let us know what you thought. In addition, make sure to subscribe, like, and enable notifications for this video. Many thanks for tuning in.